Capricorn. Something forbidden is surfacing between June 1st and 3rd, and the universe is finally revealing a truth that's been kept from you until now. This is not a regular horoscope. What you're about to hear is a cosmic revelation that was buried deep beneath planetary movements, a shift you were never meant to uncover. But it's rising now, and it has your name written on it. Capricorn, before we dive in, drop a comment. I am ready for the truth. If you're open to receiving what the universe is finally showing you, you're going to want to watch this video until the very end, because by the time we reach the final sign, your entire view of June could transform. Let's begin. Secret 1. A door behind the door. The hidden shift begins June 1st. June 1st marks the beginning of something strange, something quiet, and something deeply transformational for you, Capricorn. While the world may seem to move forward like any normal day, the cosmos tell a very different story. This is not a day for bold action or loud announcements. It is a day of subtle whispers, symbolic messages, and inner tremors that signal an approaching truth you were never supposed to uncover until now. Let's talk about the alignment first. On this day, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius squares the moon, which sits in your mysterious and deeply spiritual 12th house. This placement opens a portal to the unseen world, your subconscious, your spiritual roots, and the karmic residue of the past that you've carried, often unknowingly, into your present. Now, what does this mean for you? It means that there's something behind the curtain of your reality, something hidden in plain sight. You may begin to feel it before you understand it. An uneasiness, a quiet internal tension, like a subtle dissonance humming in the background of your day. You may find yourself staring out the window, questioning something you thought was settled, your career direction, a relationship you've invested in, or a belief system that used to feel safe but now seems hollow. The discomfort isn't random, it's intentional. The energies of June 1st are designed to crack open illusions, not to harm you, but to free you. But here's where many get it wrong. When the veil starts to lift, the first reaction is usually fear or denial. You may want to distract yourself, scroll through your phone, busy yourself with tasks, or dismiss your intuition as just a strange mood. But this time, Capricorn, that's not what the universe is asking of you. This time, you are being asked to do the opposite. You are being asked to pause, to observe, to feel, to listen carefully to the internal nudge that says, something isn't what it seems. This is not paranoia. This is your ancient, disciplined, Saturn-ruled intuition waking up. Saturn, your planetary ruler, is serious. It doesn't play games, and it certainly doesn't waste your time. When it places Pluto in retrograde and activates your spiritual house, it's like handing you a set of X-ray glasses, ones that allow you to see beneath the surface of your life. But it's up to you whether you put them on. You may start noticing that someone close to you is behaving just a bit differently, more distant, more reactive, or simply absent. You may pick up on the energy in a workspace, sensing something is brewing beneath the professional smiles and polite emails. Maybe someone's silence speaks louder than their words. This is the kind of day where silence becomes information, where your gut picks up on vibrations before your mind has processed the facts. And that's exactly where your power lies. You're not being asked to act yet. That comes later. What you're being asked to do is witness the shift as it starts. The universe is testing whether you can stay aware without overreacting. whether you can trust the inner compass that doesn't scream but whispers. And Capricorn, this is the beginning of a much larger transformation. Power is shifting, not just in your life, but around you. People who once held influence in your story may slowly begin to fade. Hidden truths are beginning to rise. But in this first phase, all you need to do is remain conscious. Don't rush to conclusions. Don't try to fix it. Just stay alert, open, and centered. Because this moment is your entrance into greater sovereignty. Your ability to recognize the subtle change, the hidden door behind the door, is exactly what will determine how high you rise in the weeks ahead. The most powerful shifts in life often begin in stillness. And now I want to ask you, Capricorn, have you been feeling that subtle energetic pull lately? Has something around you started to feel just a little off? Like a chapter is closing in slow motion, even if you can't yet explain it? If so, that's not coincidence, it's confirmation. Comment below and affirm it. Type, "I trust my intuition," because more than anything else this week, your inner knowing is your greatest compass. This is only the first secret, Capricorn. The others go even deeper. Keep watching, because what happens next could completely shift how you see yourself and what comes next in your destiny. Secret 2. The moon exposes the mirror. Emotional truth, June 2nd. Capricorn, on June 2nd, something subtle yet seismic begins to unfold. And this time, it's happening within you. This isn't about outside changes, shocking news, or sudden events. It's not about the world shifting around you. It's about you seeing yourself fully, clearly, maybe for the first time in a very long time. Why? Because the moon moves into your first house today, the house of identity, self-perception, and personal truth. And that means one thing: your emotional truth will no longer stay buried. This is the day when emotions override logic. You may look calm on the outside, Capricorn, but your inner world is stirring. Deep feelings that have been buried under ambition, routines, and responsibilities are suddenly front and center, not to break you, but to break you open. You might have a thought that hits you out of nowhere. I've been living a version of myself that no longer feels aligned. And that's not drama, that's clarity. Maybe you've been tolerating a relationship where you're undervalued. Maybe you've stayed too quiet in meetings, in your family, or in your own dreams. Maybe you've been playing the strong one for so long that you've forgotten what it feels like to ask for help, or to even admit you need it. Or maybe the opposite is true. Maybe there's a part of you that's wildly creative, expressive, and rebellious, but you've tucked it away because you didn't want to be too much, too emotional, or too complicated. Today, that side of you wants out. June 2nd is not about performing. It's not about roles. It's not about what people expect from you. This is your cosmic therapy session, Capricorn. The moon is holding up a mirror, not to criticize you, but to reveal what needs to be loved, accepted, and healed. And that's the scary part, isn't it? Because healing isn't always pretty, but healing is powerful, and healing is yours if you're ready to claim it. Here's what might happen today. Someone could say something that really bothers you. It could feel random, or it could hit you like a ton of bricks. A comment, a glance, a silence, and suddenly you're back in that old emotional memory, questioning yourself again. But this time, you're not meant to spiral. You're meant to pause and recognize that trigger is a treasure. Yes, triggers are emotional gold. They show you exactly where you're still carrying pain, not to punish you, but to guide you toward a truth you've buried under years of being strong, being responsible, or being what everyone needs. The truth is, you are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to let go of the mask. You are allowed to say, that version of me got me here, but it's not who I am anymore. And the only way to step into who you truly are is to sit with the discomfort. So here's what I want you to do today, Capricorn, not tomorrow, not later, today. Journal your rawest feelings, no filters, no edits, just pour it out. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, even if it's just to yourself. Don't run from discomfort. Follow it like a map. Where it hurts is where you're growing. This is the breakdown before the breakthrough. This is the moment when you choose emotional truth over emotional suppression. And yes, it might get messy. You might cry. You might feel a wave of grief for the years you've silenced your needs. But on the other side of that release is freedom, confidence, real power, not the kind that comes from control, but the kind that comes from alignment with your truth, with your soul, and with your real self. Capricorn, you are returning to something sacred today. You are coming home to yourself, and I want to know, are you feeling it? If you've already started noticing emotional shifts, realizations, or unexpected tears bubbling to the surface, don't ignore it. That's your soul breaking through. Comment below and say, I am returning to my true self. Say it loud. Say it as a promise to yourself. Say it because this is your moment to stop hiding, stop minimizing, and stop editing your truth. What happens tomorrow will only build on this inner awakening. And believe me, Secret 3 will reveal exactly what comes after this raw release. And it's something even you didn't expect. Secret 3, the secret is revealed, the hidden door. Opens June 3rd, Capricorn. June 3rd is not loud. It's not dramatic. It doesn't come crashing through like thunder. But it is life-changing. This is the day when a hidden truth quietly slips into your awareness, forever altering your course. You see, Mercury, the messenger planet, forms a powerful trine with Pluto retrograde, the planet of transformation, death, and rebirth. This isn't random. This is a cosmic key sliding into a locked door in your life. And today, it turns. For days, maybe even weeks, you've been feeling something in your gut. You couldn't name it. You couldn't prove it. But it's been there. June 3rd is the confirmation. It might come through a dream, a slip of the tongue, a document, a conversation you weren't supposed to hear, but did, or even a sudden realization while sitting alone in silence. This truth could center around your career. Perhaps something big is being planned behind the scenes, a promotion, a restructure, a role with your name on it, a relationship. Someone may finally admit how they feel, or you may realize your heart has quietly detached without warning. Money or family, an old story might crack open, a secret will be revealed, a new opportunity could surface, one that changes your sense of security forever. Here's the incredible part, you weren't meant to know this yet. The universe is showing you something ahead of schedule because you're finally ready to handle it. But there's a twist. This new truth might make you feel uneasy at first. It could even hurt, not because it's bad, but because it's real. And real can be raw. It can shake your foundation. But trust this, the discomfort is not a warning sign. It's a signal that you're growing, that you're leaving behind the old version of you that couldn't see clearly. So, what should you do when this door opens? Don't rush. Don't react. Don't confront. Stay silent. Let the truth settle in your bones. Reflect deeply. What does this change inside of you? Trust yourself. The next step will become obvious, but only if you don't force it. Capricorn, you are now stepping into a higher frequency of power. The universe needed to jolt your perception to make you see what was hiding in plain sight. And now that you've seen it, you can't unsee it. This isn't just a revelation, this is an initiation. You've crossed a line you can't return from, and that's a good thing, because the future you're moving toward, it's built on truth, power, and divine timing. If something has just been revealed to you, or even if your gut is screaming with knowing, drop a comment below and say, "The veil has lifted, I see the truth." Let the universe know you're awake. This is the moment your new timeline begins. What comes next? Capricorn's cosmic upgrade. Capricorn, you've crossed the threshold. The past 3 days weren't just filled with subtle shifts. They were encoded with divine precision. You were shown what you were never supposed to see, not because the universe wanted to scare you, but because you're finally ready to carry the truth. This wasn't just spiritual insight. It was strategic redirection. Something has been removed. Or maybe your perception was sharpened so you could finally recognize what never belonged. Either way, you've been released. Released from illusions, from attachments, from timelines that kept you repeating old pain. Now what? From June 4th forward, your energetic frequency stabilizes. The fog clears. Your nervous system may calm in a way you haven't felt in months. You may not be able to explain it, but things suddenly feel lighter, cleaner, more aligned. Expect to experience clarity around your money, purpose, or long-term path. Peace, even when others around you are still in chaos. Stronger boundaries and a newfound strength to actually enforce them. Capricorn, you are now entering what's called a karmic realignment phase. This means that people who lied to you, doubted you, or tried to keep you small are no longer energetically tethered to your destiny. They can't reach you anymore. You are free, but freedom requires responsibility. And this is your next choice. Will you use this new truth to build the future you truly desire? Or will you fall back into the familiar shadows of your past? The universe is already placing tools in your path. These tools may look like new people, contracts, offers, dreams, or inner clarity, but you have to be present enough to receive them. Here's your final activation. Mentally burn the old version of you. Set an intention every morning for 7 days. Walk like someone who already knows they're chosen. Your legacy isn't waiting, it's arriving. If you're ready to claim it, comment below. I am stepping into alignment. Capricorn, the story is yours now. The page is blank, the pen is finally in your hand, and the next chapter? It's going to be legendary. Capricorn, this shift from June 1st to 3rd was never random. It's been planned in the stars, and you were finally strong enough to receive it. Now it's your turn to speak this into existence. Comment, I received the truth to anchor this timeline. If you felt something move in your spirit today, if the dots are starting to connect, then this was your message. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because your story doesn't end here. More cosmic alignments are coming, and I want to walk with you through every powerful chapter. Until next time, Capricorn, stay wise, stay grounded, and remember, you were always meant to see this.